For legal eagles exclusively. Polish lawyer beware. An annex. 1. The word annex in Polish has a very specific meaning, namely that of a document drawn up some time after the conclusion of the main agreement. Its purpose is to modify the provisions of the original agreement by joint and unanimous declarations of the parties. 2. This concept, however, seems to be lacking from the Anglo-Saxon legal jargon. 3. An idea that a contract should be amended in the future is sufficiently, it seems, expressed by a verb rather than a proper noun, like this. The agreement may not be amended except by a writing signed by both parties hereto. The verb to amend equals zmienić may be substituted with any other similar verb, such as to vary, to modify, or to change, to the same legal effect. 4. Please note that an amendment means zmiana and is not equivalent to an annex. 5. Unfortunately, the available law dictionaries do not clarify matters for Polish lawyers. A. Black's Law Dictionary states briefly that an annex is something that is attached, such as a document to a report. B. Łazińska-Małkiewicz Polish English Dictionary offers the word annex as the first term for załącznik, only to follow up with an appendix, addendum, attachment, exhibit, enclosure, and schedule. Confusingly, the same dictionary translates the Polish term annex as annex. On top of that, all the examples of use provided demonstrably disregard this linguistic choice and offer the word addendum instead. Addendum to the policy, addendum to reinsurance. Addendum, meaning annex zmian. C. Łazińska-Małkiewicz English-Polish Dictionary makes it even more confusing by stating that to amend the annex equals prowadzić poprawki do aneksu, whereas persons listed in Annex 3, osoby wymienione w załączniku 3. It is mind-boggling how one could possibly confidently conclude that the former use should carry a different meaning from the latter use. 6. Referring to the Interinstitutional Style Guide for the EU is not helpful either, as it uses the word annex in the meaning of an attachment, załącznik, and states in point 2.6 the following. The annex to an act generally contains rules or technical data that, for practical reasons, do not appear in the enacting terms and that frequently take the form of a list or table. 7. On the other hand, the Council of Europe's Style Guide prefers the word appendix for an attachment, załącznik, and expressly discourages the use of the word annex in this sense. Appendix, lowercase, except when followed by a number. Always write it out in full, never ap. Plural appendices, in anatomy, appendixes. Try to avoid the use of the term annex, although it may appear in adopted texts and conventions, e.g. ETS number 78. Verify before changing. Having conclusively determined that any further research is unavailing, it is recommended that Polish lawyers, 1. Continue to use the word annex in the meaning of Annex do Umowy for the purposes of contracts drawn up in English under Polish law. 2. Pick other available words, appendix, enclosure, attachment, annexure, etc. to mean załącznik. 3. Bear in mind that an annex could just as well be used in the meaning of an attachment in a contract originally drawn up in English. And 4. Use the term specifically used in the relevant legislative act of the EU law, regardless of the convention used in the contracts. For Legal Eagles exclusively. Thank you.